Share Facebook, tweet, Pinterest, email. There is a wide range of viewpoints regarding the style of racing that will take place in Saturday night's Verizon IndyCar Series 590 Technology 600 at Texas Motor Speedway. There is a contingent of drivers such as Graham Rahal and Ed Carpenter, who believe IndyCar officials need to increase the level of downforce on the superspeedway aerodynamic package before Saturday night's race on the 1.5-mile, high-banked oval. Others, however, led by four-time Verizon IndyCar Series champion Scott Dixon and pole winner Joseph Newgarden, believe the series should wait and see how things play out in the night race. And then there is Tony Kanaan, the second fastest driver in the night practice session that was run in conditions the closest to what is expected at the start of Saturday night's race. The driver for AJ Foyt Racing had a fairly negative prediction of what to expect Saturday night. "It's going to be tough," Kanaan said. "I don't like what I see, but I don't make the rules. I'll just drive whatever they give me, but I'm not happy, that's it." Earlier in qualifications, Kanaan qualified sixth on the grid with a two-lap average of 219.157 miles per hour and a Chevrolet. Later, during a final one-hour practice session, there were instances where drivers were able to pass on the racetrack, but Kanaan said he found it difficult. "I didn't see anybody passing anybody, so maybe we'll finish sixth tomorrow," Kanaan said. "We're starting sixth and finish sixth because we can't pass anybody. I have my own opinions and I don't want to debate on it because it will create too much of a but yes. We go from a pack race last year to a no-passing race. I think it's going to be boring for the fans and that's not what we want to show people here. Apparently, that's just my opinion. People that make up the rules understand a lot more than the drivers, I guess." When asked if tire degradation throughout the race will help promote passing toward the end of fuel stints, Kanaan predicted the cars will be running around at 190 miles per hour toward the end of the run. "It's okay for us to drive the cars because that is what we want. I just think it is too extreme right now," Kanaan said. "We'll have to check if the tires are going to survive what we are putting them, though. That is blistering, and nobody wants to see that. We haven't practiced in the conditions in the race. If we are uncomfortable with track temperatures at 135 degrees, but we are going to be running at night when it's 40 degrees cooler, so that is hard to predict what is going to happen in the race. I'll just race. We complain all the time." Dixon was the fastest in the final practice session with a fast lap at 220.524 in the number 9 PNC banked Honda. He was much more optimistic in his appraisal of what to expect in Saturday night's 248-lap contests. "We worked on the car tonight and the car felt pretty good," Dixon said. "As the track temp came down, it helps a lot. I think it's going to be the key for tomorrow night." The track grip started to come up significantly from what we had earlier, which I imagine halfway through the race it's going to be a ton of grip. Dixon believes it is tough to predict the conditions for Saturday night, and how that will affect the aerodynamic package used on the Dallara chassis this year, but said he heard similar complaints from drivers prior to last year's race. "It was anything but a processional. It turned into a wild event. I passed a few cars out there and I think he did, too," Dixon said of Friday's final practice session. "I think the conditions will get a lot better. The second groove I think in 3 and 4 is going to come in pretty quickly. 1 and 2, we might have to wait a little longer than what we saw in the past. It's so tough to predict." There was a bit of a group text going on earlier today between a lot of the drivers. Last year nobody predicted it was going to be a pack race. "I was watching the race last night. By the end of the first stint, it was pretty much a pack race. I think it's kind of a similar situation to what we found last year. Okay, the track has degraded a little bit, probably lost a little bit of grip. But Firestone in turn brought a little softer tire, which I think will help. We're down a good amount on downforce. IndyCar has a tough job to try to find the happy medium. Sometimes they might get it. Sometimes they might miss it. For me personally, I'd rather it be on the driver side of it and safety side of it as opposed to having a big pack race and a lot of yahoos that are trying silly things. Dixon said the issue isn't the aerodynamic setup or the temperature of the racetrack, but rather the times that IndyCar gets to practice at Texas Motor Speedway. There was a Friday morning practice in hot conditions followed by qualifications in even hotter conditions at mid-afternoon. The final practice session began at 6 p.m. Central Time. Saturday night's race doesn't start until 7:40 p.m. Dixon would like to have a practice on Thursday night, even if it means taking part of Friday off. The IndyCar Series can't practice later than 6 to 7 on Friday night because of the NASCAR Camping World Series PPG 400. I think the biggest discussion I've had was that we need to try and practice when we race. Dixon said. That's the biggest key. Obviously tonight wouldn't work. In the future, we could come in on Thursday, take the cars, run Thursday night, take Friday off, whatever we need to do, but run at a time when the car is actually going to be running the race. Again, it's still difficult for everybody to hit it right. Some people want it to be a pack race, some don't. But I think the cars need to be difficult to drive. It's not about the chances you're taking, it's about having a good car, working on a good car, making it a little more difficult to drive. We'll see. By the last half of the race, it could be very much like last year. Bill Pappas is IndyCar Vice President of Competition, Race Engineering, and believes a 3-degree increase in wing angle and the additional 60 to 70 pounds of downforce should help the cars in the race. The additional downforce should allow the drivers to race closer together, instead of farther apart. IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 8 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 1 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 2 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 3 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 4 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 5 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 6 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 7 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 9 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 10 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 11 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 12 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 13 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 14 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 15 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 16 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 17 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 18 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 19 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 20 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 21 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 22 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 23 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 24 IndyCar Series at Texas Motor Speedway, Friday, June 8, 2018. Photo 25. I think everybody will start trying to run together and see what the effect is. Pappas told Auto Week. We did that for a temperature adjustment. It was much cooler here when we tested in March, so that was to compensate for the temperature gain. We think that, combined with the softer tire, was a step in the right direction. Newgarden starts on the pole after running a 2-lap average of 220.613 miles per hour in the No. 1 Chevrolet for Team Penske. He believes it's up to the individual teams and crews to fine-tune their package to adapt to the conditions of the track, rather than see IndyCar make any more changes to the superspeedway aero package. I think it depends on what you want. Newgarden said. Ideally, I think if you have a good race, the start of the tire life, you have 10, 15, 20 laps where guys are really fighting, then it starts to string out. That's been a good mix for us personally. That's what I like around Texas, is where you can fight people in a pack, but then you really have to start working on the tires after that, try to make the car last. That's what I predict is going to happen. Maybe that will change a little bit after we have wear on the tire. Every track we've been to has been so different with this car. We haven't run on a track like Texas. It's hard to compare it to Indianapolis because they're two different beasts. Because we haven't run here with this car, this tire, it's a little hard to predict at this point. Newgarden is young and aggressive and doesn't mind driving a race car that he calls a handful. It also gives teams an opportunity to shine, rather than win a race based on surviving the pack. It feels like light downforce to me, Newgarden said. The car is not glued to the track, you're going to feel more the mechanical side. I think guys are just feeling the loss of downforce. There's quite a bit less than last year. The other thing that is probably a contributing factor is we haven't had a ton of time on it. I think these guys need a little bit more time of working on their race cars. I had the advantage of being here. I came during the tire test. I sort of already knew what to expect coming into it. I think people that haven't run yet, having an hour isn't enough. I think once they get used to the downforce being off the car, they'll feel better about it. I haven't had any big feel problems. I could feel what the race car is doing just fine. It's light on downforce. It's a handful. That's what you're going to get.